Today on program, as we be telling earlier, we deal with within the police say about the encounter we then get with the first and vice president, Chief Sam-Sumana. Yesterday, we begin here and we talk about within the C4C. Now the young account we be deal with yesterday. Within and say really be happen and then position we didn't take. Now they didn't tell we say. Then consider waiting happen as terrorism by the SLPP government. Today, police don't talk. And I go come play the clip. This clip we get them from Radio Democracy 98.1, where then we get a talk with Salone police. Listen to waiting Salone police say happen on Sunday.
We arrived at Lunge International Airport, be the head for Freetown to incidents. We use the Potloco axis. So on the way, the attempt for camp at the township of Potloco, tell the police don't get information and then crowd together. And some of the crowd very hostile. And so the police try for advice and say for your safety and for the safety of others. I mean, we advise make it go, let the guys go rather than they go inside because if we go take a kick off and the plans and be on the way police don't get the intelligence. So they decided to talk to him as a senior citizen, but still he insist for say he will go inside. To a point, in fact, he get for disembark the vehicle and be for walk by foot for go inside. So the police still try to talk to him, and by then now more people together, and they were becoming very hostile.
So one thing we police mentioned at the press release now that Sam-Sumana no get permission for do what he do in Potloco. What is the permission when I been asking for?
They not get permission for do what he do.
For enter Potloco or for go watch game?
No, it's not a matter of permission for enter Potloco. The survey be there already, now Potloco be there. But the township, be go there for go attend to function. Where they function with the police not even aware of. Of course, you know, say the Public Order Act allow for the police. Anybody want for do a kind of assembly. You understand? We say people together. I mean, they get for inform the police. And that the law say, you get for inform the police, and the police will get back to you in writing for tell you whether they accept or not accept. Cross police not together one day, and police they already don't see say public disorder was imminent, so the police decide for advice otherwise. Because if anything will go wrong there, that the police will be there for all.
So you make mention of two activities and way Sam-Sumana been for go attend, and then two activities that way in been for go attend way for seek permission.
One, we can't for understand say there was whether it was a friendly or otherwise friendly football match where my boy Warriors we play against one other team, and we can't understand say, and then it was to be there to do the kickoff, and then secondly we say for address party members, you know, so that kind of assembly and that kind of other activity that we get for the football, because the police be concerned. Now I mean the police talk with they engage them, and then tell them say because there is imminent public disorder, you know, if you see the press statement, one side very clear where the police make very clear, say then be the people way if you go address where the C4C people, police may not get intelligence so on the way we plan for hijack the entire program and turn it to something else. So that TV police see ahead, any police may try for make even for understand and for avert.
Somebody go ask why the police don't use the intelligence we then get for tap the people and we una think say one go hijack the program rather una tap Sam-Sumana and supporters them.
So we now go talk to them, the guardian, then people are doing as C4C people, able to address them. They were there because of him. We then finally now say he's not going to address them. Then continue for the day. Are they still there? They are not there. They don't disperse and don't go home. That was just what we could do. Talk to him, engage him.
What in police do from then we una say una advise Sam-Sumana for making no go inside Potloco or no go na certain routes, but he can't do inside Mutka. He insist for go. What una do after them?
So we continue for caution him, advise him, but you know go tell say somebody touch him.
But una in any way fire tear gas at him?
No, they not fire tear gas at him. The fire tear gas for disperse crowd, but nobody know look at him as a figure. Then they fire the tear gas go hit him. No.
But fire the tear gas at the crowd we been the work out with.
The fire tear gas at the crowd. So
we in the inside.
Well, he was part of the crowd.
You rightly mentioned say na a statesman and a former vice president na Salone, and you don't see he been there at the crowd where police fire tear gas.
It's not the ground. Then where they feel the heat, we know waiting to happen. You know they write the decision for take at the right time.
So the right decision then for fire tear gas?
Those on the ground feel say this is the way we have to disperse the people. This is one of a police method, and that's one of the most minimal force way then go use for get a crowd dispersed, for let everybody go about in normal business, or somebody go elsewhere instead of people important for conversion at one point.
So why the block now mile 38 checkpoint of Sam-Sumana and convoy?
You don't always don't call them checkpoint. The checkpoint is having to check somebody. So as a kind of routine, whosoever they go through some people may get the intention for hijack the program, and those people were able to identify them. So we also wanted to know whether they were part of that group. But like at the end of the day, after they don't do the screening, and none of them will not able to see them, I mean, we'll say the one day we go out and Freetown, I mean, it will be very peaceful, and then they allow them to make it pass.
You mentioned, say, instead put local when have been envisaged or when have been see people or when have feel say the people and don't become violence or somehow unfriendly. What in are the yardsticks that when you see this crowd with the council unfriendly?
If somebody they shout, now this will do, now that will happen.
Would have been the shouting at this happen? What them the shouting and they happen?
I cannot go into specifics, but you ask a general question, so I will not give you a general answer.
So when I make any arrest from Putloko to mile 38?
No, we're not going to arrest. We just there for disperse the crowd. The target was not to arrest people, for just disperse the crowd, and we were able to do that one.
As we talk now, who said this issue day with the police?
It's normal. After every public disorder or any other time we quell a public disorder, you go back to the drawing board and make a determination as to whether you will pursue investigation or you could just relax and therefore do some further engagement.
Yes, relax and do some further engagement. That na the press man, na the Sierra Leone police, ASP Brima. You don't hear everything he say about the encounter with Chief Alhaji Sam-Sumana. Okay, that na from Radio Democracy this morning. Now they will get a clip they want for tell them thinking. But again, we get Augustine Sori Sengbe Mara, when I in the chairman for the Renaissance Group. Ebide, again today, na Radio Democracy. So then put forward the question about police. The way how then they handling things na Salone and this particular incident. Let me listen to what Augustine Sori Sengbe Mara say about this.
Sori Sengbe Mara, a legal practitioner at the studio. Augustine, let me look now into the issues of the police. So don't there is so much this being term with the police, the way then they use tear gas on people, political party, and they supported them and all. And at the end of the day, they sit and they come out and they talk about the 1965 Public Order Act, say you need to get permits before you hold any form of gathering. Waiting the law say in terms of this Public Order Act, so the police can always they talk about.
I think, Khadija, let us start first by saying that if there is any institution as Salone where need immediate reform, like urgent reform, that institution then are the Sierra Leone police. And I've also state say in recent times, over the past years, that sacred mandate with the police then gets for protect life and property, if feel like it don't change. Feel like now then they jeopardize lives and properties more than they protect. The law very clear. If you come up somewhere, you go attend a football match, you need permission from the Sierra Leone police. No, there is no such law. The right of free movement is guaranteed in the Constitution of Sierra Leone, and that right say police in the interest of national security can advise a certain individual or group of individuals for abide by certain police order. But for say if you want to go attend a public function, you forget permission, then we all go ask for police permissions on a daily basis, because we all get them function there, then area league them, then street carnival, then etc. etc. Don't besides there's a distinction between a planned demonstration, a planned protest, and a spontaneous protest. So if people spontaneously come together and jubilate and celebrate some political leader, you don't need permission from the police.
You're not a human rights lawyer. You think, say, the police in any way or form, don't they deprive people, them especially politicians, of the human rights?
Correct. I would say that. I would say that for two reasons. And by the way, the Renaissance movement, we file an action against the Sierra Leone police. Say there is a right to protest. Right? It's not clearly spelled out in the Constitution, but the Constitution gives boku other rights, where from their rights, and they will derive from the spirit of the Constitution, say there is a right to protest. That case, they still lay before the Supreme Court, like many other cases. Me file an action against the Inspector General of Police last elections during the first ballot, where police said they ban vehicles. That's also police pull up power. So they pull a lorry. So I went out with my vehicle. They stopped me, arrested me, and said, under which law? So the first ballot are not cast me votes because police arrest me. So therefore I not get vehicular pass. I said, I don't need a vehicular pass. There is no law. So later on, after the elections, I filed an action in the Supreme Court where Mr. Yada Williams argued for me. Now the Supreme Court, where since last year December, the Supreme Court not reserve them for judgment. We hope say whether judgment they go come out, we hope say it will revolutionize the way police they do them business. And I think say the police as an institution get to be very, very careful because this country is a peaceful country. So what they do, they stoke flames. You know, also issue there, then cause issue. If people engage at the political party office, you can provide protection rather than you send tear gas on them. That's what the police should be doing. So you know, for convert a peaceful assembly, a peaceful protest into a chaotic scene. So if you can meet people at assemble, you will offer protection to them. That is the democracy we seek. If you think say this opposition person, opposition figure, give them protection. For goodness sake, they say the man they go do the kickoff. What's in a kickoff? Police get far too many issues for concentrate on. And I agree on many people that we don't call for the resignation of the Inspector General.
One of the excuses the police give are that now public figure and safe for them for no see way they go on site for provide security.
Well, I don't know about so if the person way in things say me need security that 10 days they go do kickoff, you can't force. And there's a difference between you provide security for them and then you disrupt the person in all personal movement and agenda. Because effectively at the end of the day, the man will be able to execute what he set out for do.
At the end of the day, the man not be execute waiting he be set out for do. That na Augustine Sorisengbe Mara, we na the interim chairman for the Renaissance movement. Well now, we get just part of a clip where the former vice president be there on VOA, and let we listen to waiting he be talking and waiting happen. We able to lay on just half of that interview there, but listen, waiting and be asking and waiting in BC.
Here is that not too long ago, the former president of Sierra Leone was also visiting that same city, Port Harcourt, and he was also intercepted by the police. And before that, when I came to Sierra Leone 1 year ago, the same thing happened, and there's a continuous police brutality, abusing the right of the citizens in terms of safety. At the same time, looking at us, where we are coming from as a post-conflict country, we believe that we should be very particular of sustaining or managing the fragile democracies that we have. But the present government under the SLPP party of President Madabio continues to be very violent with no respect to human dignity and also contravening with Section 18 of the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone, which guarantees citizens freedom of movement. The world should not stand by and see our fragile peace to degenerate again in the hands of a leader who is not ready to seek the peace and quiet of our country.
We have a statement here from the police that you left the Longi airport with 20 vehicle convoy with the intention of addressing a political rally. First of all, did you tell the police that you were going to do this?
To start with, there was no rally. Absolutely. There was no rally. Let them tell us where the people had gathered to say there was a rally. There was no rally. I had no plans, and there was nobody gathered nowhere to say a rally. We came through with a convoy of my supporters that had gone to the airport to receive me. So it's a blatant lie that the police lied, and it's not true. No confrontation with them. In fact, when we arrived, I stopped and spoke with them. There was no rally. That's totally false.
Well, the police said they had to intercept your convoy because you still entered the city, although they told you not to.
No, there is no law in Sierra Leone that you are supposed to travel with X amount of vehicles. There is no emergency that would deny me of the number of vehicles that I can travel. In my convoy or whatever vehicles that were when I left the airport, I don't even know the number because these are my fans, these are my supporters that came out in their numbers to receive me.
The statement we got from a member of your party suggesting that unbelievable terrorism against you, the incident you just described, do you think this is terrorism?
Well, I refer to it terrorizing me because this is against my civic rights. I mean, there is no reason why for me, as a former vice president, came into the country, then they have to stop me. And there's no reason that they should intimidate me. So it's very clear. You refer to it as terrorism. It can be an act of violence and intimidation against the civilian.
Mr. Former Vice President, thank you very much for speaking with us on Daybreak Africa.
Thank you very much.
Yes, that's Chief Alhaji Sam-Sumana na Daybreak Africa on Voice of America. You don't hear waiting he explains say happen. You don't hear from the side of the police waiting the police say then try for avert waiting then envisage say being for happen. You don't hear the human rights lawyer we don't explain waiting in say in think for happen with Salone police. I think at this point it's going to be difficult for me to see a reform in Salone police. It's going to be difficult. Why make I say so? Because every government will come, they make use of the Salone police. And the saddest part is, where the police want for talk, 1965, when I be one party states that ending, where then laws then they now for make one party make any party where they rule for make them able for govern and quiz people them now that law they then they use. So at the end of the day, you talk and go, you talk and come, the police act according to the Constitution. Again, we call for an amendment inside the Constitution. So no matter how people can continue for blame the police, say the police this, the police that, and every government with they in power, they make sure say that clause they cover them. How they use them, if not for their advantage, or if not for the people them advantage, well, it's yet to be determined. But at the end of the day, the police acted within the Constitution tell them for. And again, I just remind we say, that particular party where the police can always say, if you want for get that, if you want for come out, you need for go to the enforce 21 days notice. All land day, now be 1965, when a one party, where they no want no other person for talk. But if we say we get democracy now, well, I don't know the one that will be saying so we get democracy or we left something them way anybody we can have power capable for use them. from where they talk about this libel law, the former president, Wina Aneskrumah, promised faithfully, say they go revert them. In 10 to 11 years we rule, they not ever revert them because we do. It help them for subdue the press. Okay, this present administration back don't come, they have promise. So we're still waiting for see if they go revert them or we see waiting go be the outcome. But again, it's just a reminder, say the police, according to Constitution, and they walk by. So if we were the call, say the police not act right, then say the Constitution back not act right. I they open the phone line. We don't get with first caller. Yes, caller, waiting your name and who say you the call from, please?
Alusain Dondem, I the call from London.
Yes, Alusain Dondem from London. Waiting your contribution, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. The first thing I will talk about now that, yes, not true. The Sierra Leone police force need a reform. Because, the APC government, when they begin our power, they don't damage the way of training the police force. In 2001, we get Kit Bidu when I be the white man, when I be British man, come. He say a force for good. He completely try for change the police force. And even the OSD, we all be no saying na be SSD, then be they call them. But when he come, he change them to OSD. So, no wonder SSD, because the method of Papa Shekibi they use for train the SSD then 10 in the, now from where they take them, then go then na Samu straight away. So when Kit Bidu come, what he say? He say, okay, they take people and where they go na training school, when na PTS. So from PTS, after when I don't train the police law and everything, now out of it, then they choose 50, then go then na OSD, because then be one restructure. Now, if you found out from 2001 to 2007, the most of the officers they then na OSD, then most of them they read and write. But when they train them, not to take people away, go school. It doesn't take anybody, because if you remember them days in Albert Magai, when they overthrow another man and they be guaranteed for good train, say they want to go fetch for me. So yes, not true. It need reform, but now APCB don't damage the way the SLPP led government at that time they train the people them. And then what I want to say to Suri Sengbe, I don't say this before today. Then human rights people are within the Salone. Then they violate a lot. Then they mislead the people in a Salone, because they're not able to tell the people exactly what it mean. Okay, this now you right, but what in need for land now that this now you right. But if you go against this now, so the law say for that. But they need to tell the people them. If you look, the last question where they ask them, after where he don't talk all the lie the way he get for talk. The last question the way they ask him, he not able for complete and where they say, but they say then go protect Sam-Sumana because now ain't right. He not able to say anything towards that. Now just simple thing say that he forget about the old topic. I be tell you yesterday say, then get a word where they call allurement. If you not magic man or you not somebody where they gather crowd, you know the just they go on the street for go do that, go perform that thing there. Because if you go on the street, you go perform that thing there without, ask for permission, then people then can't gather. Anything happen to anybody at that gathering, now you, then they all responsible. So exactly now the same way happened yesterday. Sam-Sumana is disorderly go on the street, the time we're not supposed to go on the street. One thing where people never realize in Sierra Leone, Sam-Sumana, you know, high profile somebody, and I be say this yesterday, and I will repeatedly this year. You know, high profile somebody, nobody no tell you say where you want to go some side, you no get right for goodie. But because of your position where you hold in the country, any side where you want to go, you get for ask for permit, not because of they violate you right, but they ask for let them protect you. For example, again, I give you, when Donald Trump came to England, the led opposition leader Jeremy Corbyn, he denied the request of the Queen by going to see Donald Trump. What did he decide for do? He said he go see the protesters them at Trafalgar Square. But he not just go there so unbeknown to people. He announced and say they go. So already we don't know say they go there. So police they make protection for her. So people the way they give their examples them like their human rights people are all getting a Salone. My brother, these are the people where they damage their country because then they make quotations from the Constitution of Human Rights or Constitution of Sierra Leone. So the blind people they will not understand nothing. Okay. So when they talk, if you don't study nothing, you just they believe what you don't talk. But Sengbe Sori or whatsoever, he is just a liar. Right. He is just a liar. They want to they mislead people in other country. If I get for say anything, now me won't take this, my brother.
All right, thank
other
you.
People and for talk as well.
Yeah, thank you very much, caller. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who side the call from, please?
Yeah, this is Edward at the call from Norway.
Yes, Edward from Norway. What's in your contribution?
Yeah, my own contribution. The police, the SLP, then work within the mandate. You see, Section 46 of the Public Order Act of 1965. Now you give them that right there. You see, and you see, even some Sam-Sumana in self talking at VOA say, they say he engaged the police. You see, laws say the police then get the right. Okay, then go. They engage with Sam-Sumana say, not go to that particular place there because we get intelligence and so. So just continue you journey to Freetown. But ignore them the instructions. You see, as a former vice president, you don't see uniform police. They don't give you instruction or they don't give you intelligence. They don't share intelligence with you. You see, now be you position for keep the peace. Just go. Then if you forget, take action tomorrow or later, you can take then action. But I mean, for behave like what you behave, so they in a convoy. In groups and where they follow them, then they make. If you see the clip, you go really see. You get some boys them around that way they make noise, all lengthen and day. So me, I know they talk all within the police, on they do, but this particular thing where the police do, then work within the mandate. So for make at least people and criticize and say they know. I mean, then this, then that. I not buy that at all. Allah will give the police them chance for make at least them. I mean, they execute them duties them very well. What are not pleased, you get areas that side for where you go make complaints them. You see, the police get counsel. Where they go take you report. Where they go take you complaints them, they investigate them. You see, the law we left this, then say, and this and that. You see, the Constitution and give them the mandate. So I think then do well. We then keep the public peace. So now that's my own contribution.
Thank you very much, caller.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. We deal with the side of the police, and the police don't give their own account of what really happened on that day. Make we bring this caller on board. Yes, caller, your name and who side you call from?
Mohamed Sissé at the call from France, Paris.
Yes, Mohamed from Paris. Waiting na your own contribution.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sipuhe. From yesterday, I'll be listening to this program, but I'll be late anyway for contribute somehow because I missed a lot of parts there. But the thing where me the first one say, first of all, always at the top this, make we forget about politics. Politics time no over. No we talk, but with the security of the country. Very important. Security of the country. So people that way they talk to on the side of the police, on the side of the government, if not they don't fumble, they do so. I don't think say then go feel fine. That's the first point. Now, this Sam-Sumana, okay, if they go, I don't know which side come out or which side they go. I don't know because up to now, then 1965 or then 1970, law they still in the country where they no reform. And not go cast all the blame on APC. You know, fear if they take all the blame cast on APC because SNPP don't rule. For Pakaba, don't rule. I don't know if now 11 years or 10 years. I don't remember. Why then say that they then said they no reform? You see, if now law way they say for reform. But the way how things they go on now, they become worse. Political leader not for work again or you don't for do something again. Anything we do, they say we don't violate the law. Anything we do, they say we don't violate the law. But the term of APC, matter be they come on, they go England, they go with yourself, people, the supporters, they will go free. Now, even right, now, it's citizen of the country. Nobody no get right for stop them. Now, don't they go, you don't all gatherings there. I don't know if you take permission from the police, I don't know. But at least, now, even right, now, it's citizen of the country. They're not supposed for disturb them, for disturb the peace. Sam-Sumana don't go with gun, they don't see with gun, they don't see with violence, no nothing. They try for go on the way, then they say the man not supposed for pass or the man not supposed to kick off. That is very, very unfair. Look with the land for the look the things on positive side. Don't forget about politics. You understand, eh? I beg, give me small time. I beg you give me small time.
But you know, see other people can get for talk, right? So where we come, let's just make a nutshell and just put we point out there rather than going round and round and round. So just try for round them up, please. Okay, now for round them up, what you for try for move forward? If now any law they made a try reform, then 1960 laws, you know, we will take out for rule in the 2019 or the 2020s. The law they change, the country, the world they change. So what we change then laws and then laws and then archaic laws they're outdated. So then try come with new laws and let them reform them. Now SNPP they in power. Let them reform them. Things the way they look for CS, not the work with them, they oppose. Let them reform them. So thank you very much. No other people then get chance for talk. Thank you. All right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you. Okay. I just want for plead to we with the call. Please make we just go right to the point and make we use as minimal minutes as possible, like 2 minutes, so that other people can go get chance for call. But if we find out the same thing way other people can don't talk, we serve just the drag them. Let me just go to the point and hit them right there. Then we'll go get other people in for talk, please. Yes, caller, you there live on here. You name and who side the call from, please?
Yeah, good afternoon. I mean Peter Bongona, the call for USA.
Yes, Peter from USA. What's in your own contribution?
Yeah, I just want this caller. I just want to say everything. Let me check. Let me do the constitution. If it is Salone in 2007, 2008, so SFP with the left. SFP form Constitutional Review Committee, which they do that review day in 2008 February. They prepare a report they will give President Nkrumah. Since then, they not ever open that report there. Wait till we see. Later in the year, they form another constitutional review committee for look at the constitution again. Apparently, if they will look at what Pakababi do other late Mr. Tucker, most of what the government so was addressed, even like to see him way lately can't towards this election, that one was addressed seriously. And other serious issues that be addressed in that report where they be submitted to President Nkrumah in February 2008. But they never watch at it, and then they left one like that. Coming to what happened with former President Sam-Sumana, that one was well planned, absolutely planned. Because if you don't plan, you don't move in a direction that the police say, no, use this route. You are not going to resist, you therefore advise to them. But because it was planned, Nadame cannot listen to them, and we decide to defy them. And yes, you're right, but you get for when once you get more than 2-3 people, a group together, you get for take permission from the police. If you listen to the interview, what they do everywhere they ask her, did you inform the police? It's keep that question. It's keep them because it went wrong. If you not say they come inside the country and you need to talk to people in the football field and not the result kick off, you get for make sure the people that are the ground up plan everything, they don't contact and keep the police informed. Now that no more they say more they talk all right. More forget about politics about this thing. No, who's supposed to go wrong? More than I say you go wrong and make that correct. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much, caller. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and who side the call from, please.
This is Mustafa, they call from France.
Yeah, Mustafa, you sound far, so I don't know. You can speak up a little bit.
I say, Mustafa.
Yes.
Clear. now?
Yes, continue.
Okay. You see, me brother, let God just help you. If God not help you, we country will not ready yet for God before. Waiting me bad today. For today, people want paint and like say good. Now one of the things and then they wish Sierra Leone and they will not sincere. Why blame Sam-Sumana for a go violence na put local? They go for go demonstrate na put local. What he do when a bad thing? Where police them prevent them for letting no enter there. Just because for intimidate them. Now I make them do that day. Don't we get to young borders them back where they like say na good. Me brother, if they support party, if they for talk and say you not do well, no mean say you party go come on a power. But Lord just be sincere no more. Talk to don't put to contribute. And we go go. But if we say no more,
Mustafa, I think today on the phone not look one work right with you. So I want make we correct someone day for some maybe
okay,
you can come back.
Okay. Okay, you don't clear now?
Yes, but the crack. No. Yes, continue. Just round them up, please, because you not look clear. Yeah.
I say because people when things no good, Lord put and say no good. We not go say no good. They don't today. We want make and say fine. You know, we got for BCC here. We they support party self. If the party don't go wrong, talk say this way and do so not fine. Then they are not patriotic. But we all lack patriotism. We just the talk no more for make paint something we not correct. We want paint Alexei fine. Why would they support? What is Sam-Sumana go do now put block away people and they blame her? Like say go for go demonstrate and not get right for go there. Police get right for stop them. But if you want to do violence, then they stop them. They don't go. They don't do the thing to Anescoma. Then do and where Anes go there, then stop her and no go. Now the same thing they repeat back to Sam-Sumana. Because of where Sam-Sumana and Anes don't make peace, they don't count problem between them people. And therefore, but no say politics work no more. Where you work fine. And like coalition and they say nobody need to pull you. People and they see what you do. Anes where you work, people and get on 2 terms. So if this government work back, then go give them 2 terms. But I'm afraid waiting and they so I not see them again 2023. If they not change their behavior, the people then go kick them out.
All right, thank you.
We get for this sincere we put to country before.
All right, thank you very much, Mustafa. Thank you, sir. Yes, call ID live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Name na Katie, I call from Maryland.
Yes, Katie, you get the platform. What's in your contribution?
Okay, me input on this Sam-Sumana issue. Sam-Sumana, we been come London that time for an escoma in time. You know, and go with convoy na Lunge airport. He reach there, then send policeman there, then take in passport and then they take too much advantage in the country. You know, fear. This is the law of the land. They need to abide. Sam-Sumana na been vice president of the place. You know the law. If they want to go safe na put local, they don't hold them, but let them take permission. The country is so tense because of them, the problem where they cause. Just for protect people them. I don't say the policeman they do wrong. Now then job they do. Let people and let folk in the talk, then can see her. No, love the country and go according to the rules of the country. This one I not Pearl Salone. No law abiding. That's wrong. Okay, now me on contribution, Dandy, sir.
Thank you very much, caller.
May God bless you. Yeah.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, I'm in Bana, Germany.
Yeah, Bana, Germany.
Hello?
Yes, what's in your contribution?
Yeah, I really appreciate to this matter, the issue that I want to count. Triple A, because I be calling triple P, so no, not to triple P.
Exactly.
Triple A, eh?
Yes.
I really feel interesting to actually follow our program there. I really appreciate the love of the show because as soon as the language first one they speak, one man they call and they really they ask about Salone politics they go. But anyway, towards Sam-Sumana, what see they go on other people, just the advice they give negative comments them, tries for accused leader. One thing for Sierra Leone, we need for respect each another. Now the first thing and the first one man for no. And all don't say each other, I don't mean like what they say no more say who supposed to get power, at least enough for do what the lowest man would do. You know mean now some people are just there no more in that country, they get negative thinking for politicians or possible get money. No. As I give an example, say politicians then they me I know they ever compare Salone with Germany, Salone with America. Don't forget about that idea. They don't compare, don't imitate from countries in Africa where they grow. Now the thing I know for they imitate. And one thing back, since all me girls say so about a Salone. I know say yes, now do men do then they do. But what goes around comes around. With president, really will just get right now in president when Julius Mada Bio. He not get believing of himself. Now one thing for standing of Sierra Leone. We get leader, but he not trust himself and not believe himself. I don't know. Because any leader who believe himself, he not get any negative thinking. That's why this new direction why the judge they see all the people who they take now the force and police, all of your own people who believe. So the judge they do anything they feel for do. And count negative thinking towards with the Sierra Leone then. And if it happen believe himself, sometimes it's what happen at the country. So there is nothing done again for target, not to do me do yourself. But matter don't believe himself because in belief says sometimes what thing we don't do to stress a person go do and back. Now they believe in and I don't care whatever person they call me, why they talk, person they curse me or send comments against me. But now the two are the talk. There is no need for going to stop fire tear gas to people. You know what that means? Tear gas? Even Europe or Ghana or Nigeria, where it be Nigeria, they cook, they get the Boko Haram, they don't come party for let them fight tear gas. And don't mind that they only kill in secretly through by the Boko Haram with them, but or let government police fight tear gas so no man, it's not possible. Pass they go out of hands. But not to all kind of matter of issue in the country where they fight tear gas. It affect the people there. Affect the poor one there. Let the people believe in self. Let mother believe in self. Let some people get believe in sin and then be the government of the Sierra Leone nationality. May not believe say what they don't do, they do and parande again. But you know all the opposition them talk against that. You know nobody come out. You know any opposition travel. You know the man not a prisoner them.
Okay.
They need for do as peacekeeping at the country.
All right.
So if I the both guys now this me get pa.
Okay.
But we not see not too wrong against Sam-Sumana. Your issue. So that no more. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Yes, call ID live on here. Your name and who side you call from, please?
This is Faladin from Paris.
Yes, Faladin, you get the platform. What's in your contribution?
First of all, I just want to cut and short. You understand? You see, Sam-Sumana, me na one person will be honest, one is be firearm. You understand? We honest be firearm. That same. Now we all be the Allah. But Usman and Sane, if we go for one conference in America, we go address the APC people in America, we tell all the reasons. The clandestine moves the old man be done deeper, the man want to undertake for undermine the peace and security in that country. We big cause we make an end where you are the fire you. Last thing about outside power stop. And we don't begin to say that be the right decision and the school might be take. One is the fire. Let's say one thing. This thing what Sam-Sumana do so. Now see when a plan something. If people if the final say one letter be come out the very day when Sam-Sumana come that Sunday day. APC them pull one letter. I don't know if it's true or false. It be then on Facebook where they say they don't sack Alpha Khan Victor Bokari phone at the APC. So now what is Sam-Sumana want to do? Because Sam-Sumana want left in C4C.
No, I want all you under quick Faludin. No, I just want all you say later on APC then be pull press release we countered and they say no to them talk that and that one then have been fake. I just want clear that side. They continue, sir.
Okay. So like what you mean they see the Sam-Sumana saga? Sam-Sumana now nobody but a conman, a criminal. And I'll say something. Now then two when me don't foresee. Mark come back to the back. Mark me word. Then they ever be president at Salone. They need ever be president. Now conman them not to better people. You see in Sam-Sumana, you see KKY. The man that be support so much during this past election. But after I don't read them, I don't read the whole sector from. I don't find out say, can they nothing but like criminal, like con man. The one in the who get that country, then go sink that country. Take time for me for free.
All right.
Sam-Sumana, all this saga we going to make so it won't go na APC, for let them get APC, for let lead APC for 2023. And not possible. APC they get back them. They get back them. Once you know that first time they warm they sabi shire pattern. They don't compare self. So if you get them in mind, let them put on feel like have. Because the APC go get another Sunday for Seneca. It's not possible because APC get Monday we pass to passer. That's what I let them fight. Let them habitat. Let's try to give peace a chance at the country. Okay. So I don't know. After I will call back.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Well, we'll go wait for you back. Although now one till we can expect call. Thank you very much, Falodin.
Okay. Thank you. Very much,
Yes, caller, you there live on here. Your name and who side the call from, please. Yes, caller on WhatsApp. You there live on air.
Well, I'm Eric Peter Pine calling from Germany.
Yes, Eric Peter Pine from Germany. Today,
I'm Eric Peter Pine calling from Germany.
We did talk about police and Sam-Sumana, the meetup. Yesterday we don't deal with the police. I don't know the C4C side. I don't know if you be listening. So today now waiting the police say now they deal with. So waiting on your contribution.
Well, I not really listened to yesterday program. I come home late. Then today I try for listen. Today I try for listen. But from what you me see, and I don't know what the police say already, but what you me see, and the statement to some smart people they write on the website, based on that, me go talk say in that country, Sierra Leone. We got one problem, especially with politicians there. The problem is most of the politicians then they are really educated. They go to school, they are highly educated. But they lack something which we call political competency. Now most of the politicians they lack.
Hey,
they know what to do.
This you internet it can always foul you. So the best advice I go give because right now the court just make them quick and make we less because it's the court.
Yeah. Yeah, I just try for round up quick. Yeah, this not a time for make political rally or political statement. Because what I read from Sam-Sumana in people their website or what they talk, you're gonna put local for give a statement on what the vice president be talk. This not all the time for that. Election done. If anybody want to do that, you therefore take, if any politician want to do something like that, you therefore take permission from the police and the electoral commissioner. Because you not go make a try for make a political statement or a rally where the police they don't know or the electoral commissioner don't know. Time that where election time reach, then they give the okay. But with politicians they under they just do things where they want to, even though they know the right thing, but they not agree for do them. Like inside Usawo Udenaya, they always give example because they don't deny this part of the world. Now I make I give the example then. Sam-Sumana don't get America for years, you know the system in America. The former President Anes Koroma, where he been there as president. Now inside Germany, where he be they always come for a medical treatment and they know see how things they go on. Where we now you know go ever make political rally or statement where they know the okay. Wait to the time. It is that plaque, that posters where they can hang during election time. After election, then they give now up to 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, all man for removal na street. If we are not put on a street, the city council then do that. Every poster where they pull, we not get for pay, we not party go pay, then go charge you na party. So I not go say you begin to make political rally or people they hang around you because now that me sleep on the Sam-Sumana in group. I see the videos. You see, not to time for that, because when they do that, when they distract people and when they try to create chaos. Because some of the people that are whether they pass behind the politicians, they are not educated. Some of them they try to create problems. So Missy said the police be right for them because they don't take permission and that's not at the right time.
Okay,
so
thank you.
Whatever happened, Sam-Sumana bear the responsibility.
All right, thank you very much.
Because they're not try for, they know the right thing way for do, but they don't follow the right principle. Yeah, thanks very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, that's my main contribution.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah. Yes, caller, I did live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Hello, my name is Ibrahim Barry. I'm calling from Virginia.
Yes, Ibrahim Barry from Virginia. What's in your contribution on today's topic?
Yeah, today's topic, yes, thank you for what you do anyway. First thing. What you want talk is we the Sierra Leoneans we need for know what we they do. And we need for love with country first. So my point is the people that will be the support Sam-Sumana go and demonstrate for Sam-Sumana waiting to happen during APC time. Now the same people that right now they support waiting the government they do waiting happen with Sam-Sumana with the police. And what my point is we the people we the Sierra Leoneans if we want for let that country they go before, we need for put we country first. And we need for follow the constitution. If the police and for Sam-Sumana in your side, if the police say let go somewhere, it need for know the reason why. And the police need for explain to Sam-Sumana what thing happened or the reason why for go there as a citizen, So, but the point why they try for make is the people where they support certain things. I just want to make we know say no, we not support because of party. We all get right for day in a side, but no, we do righteously. Now that no more me get for say.
All right.
And thank you for everything we think they do. I really like your program.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, we don't hear you waiting that caller they say. We just they hope say common understanding, common sense go prevail. What do you mean by common sense? Then he say, then call on common sense, but it's not common to everybody. And all man get right, but you right, not for disturb the other person in your right. The right way I get, I not go use them now for disturb the next man in your right. As I be say earlier. Let me just bring this caller on board. Yes, caller, you there live on here. Your name and who side you call from, please?
Yeah, Mr. Momodu, they call from Australia.
Yes, Momodu from Australia. Waiting now your contribution on today on topic.
Yeah, I just want to talk to Mr. Salone people today. This issue with the political celebrants, one thing by default is unavoidable. What do I mean by that? Even some of who within the diaspora, the moment you go any side, the man knows that this man it just comes from the diaspora. I like lots of people that we even know before, we even related to. Everybody go want to come around you. That's not a fact. The same go for them body to sing music, addressing 2-3 music, and just go people in the camp hear you. And the same is true also for we politicians. Then, and just then go, you get the then when they worse now, get the people that really come to them because they elect them. You get some of the really come near them because they just one can get some kind of video or picture and dissemination. So the issue here is how we will able to get a balance between for let people come together for greet somebody or for welcome somebody with of influence by the community without any form of intimidation, without any form of presumed violence. And the police then therefore members say they review orders for carry out a mission. But he also deal within your discretion as a police officer. You get to assess the situation before you respond in the way and manner way we police may respond into situations. And to me, based on what we see and what we don't read, the press release, what it was said, don't send a press release about the whole thing. I don't see anything the way we due for let police and shoot tear gas. And they have to remember that this tear gas is poison for some people, especially people with asthma. And nobody know in pumping health condition. If you don't get no way for diffuse a gathering we will not want to see when they shoot tear gas, people get hurt. And therefore remember this. And we as citizens now with democratic right to freedom of movement. I don't feel passing permission for travel going inside a Salone. If that's not the new trend of considering court some part from the constitution, we talk this, but me feel say it's not like we want to get political gathering. And by default, these guys, anytime they go, people will most come near them, my brother. No matter how you look at it. So the government for encourage the police, make them make sure say they're not they use that kind of excessive force here into people. There are ways where they can deal with issues without shooting tear gas. That's my own contribution.
Okay. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you. Yes, caller, I did live on here. Your name and who side you call from, please?
My name Mohammed. I call from Dubai.
Yes, Mohammed from Dubai. Waiting na your contribution on today's topic.
You see, as Leonians, one thing first we forget in mind always we for know the truth in anything way they happen as Leone, the truth. Then go bring unity, then go bring love among ourselves. You see, Sam-Sumana, apart way we say, as former vice president, if I be a president in that country, for anything way he do, if I do in the favor of the people left. If that incident will happen, if police you don't come to the airport, no need not there for make you get again, not to campaign to do, not to to know big dignitary you get at the country where you're not former vice president. If you come, you catch 20 vehicles, 25 vehicles for make people that they follow you, what's under the cause? They go cause riots, they go cause other confusion. So the police then get the right to tell you, say, buddy, this way they do so, you're not fine. Now for go so, now for make so, you get for take proper precautions them in anything they do. And as a former statesman and as a statesman now, you understand. Some
yes.
things the way they do.
Would they get some crack? I don't know if night phone you use. You will get some crack from your end. So I don't know if you can want steady and just round them up because the line they crack from your end.
Yes, maybe now Saturday.
Okay, well, let me make quick. Okay, let me make quick.
Yeah. So my own contribution basically the waiting the police then do, na the rights then na the right thing them do. Anybody Israel we not on na the undisciplined days again. That time they don't pass. Now we don't discipline era as the promise president promised. So anybody we want to do anything, make it do with discipline, make it do with the right procedures, and it will get the right respect we deserve.
All right.
That's more I say.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who you call from, please.
Mina Suleiman Kabo, Adina, United States of America. My own point where I want to make on this issue is that people and therefore realize one thing, especially in democratic rule, that whenever this government kind of power, people at least get for accept the right. No matter which thing don't happen, which thing get for happened. Say yes, not the rule of power for the meantime. At least because some of them will rule like how you get. Always then just the past anyway, they don't wanna they don't want to accept the waiting they go on and the rules, because when election not done, it don't done. When election not done, it don't done. Whenever changes you get for make now when campaign starts, you get for start that one. Because when election done, it done. Without any power, at least they get for abide on them. Instead, everybody they begin to take vehicle they went past around like saying the president. That's not fine. You know, like me, we they talk so, me an APC person, but I mean APC supporter, but in other way rounds, you get for say the truth. You know, then they are not good. Then we give the one that we they rule presently the right for rule. So that's my own point. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Yes, the phone line don't close now. The phone line don't close, so if you not be get chance for call from the team who don't be on board, you go wait for tomorrow. As I be the talk, say common sense. Some people say even though they say common sense, it's not common for everybody. And I be the talk about everybody in right. Say the right way you get, you know, go try for exhibit them, then you trample on the other man in your right. What in that mean? We all not sardine, we for the inside the same cup, but we for learn how we all for live together. Plenty people they don't call, they don't give their own opinion on this particular encounter with Sierra Leone police and the former Vice President of Sierra Leone, Chief Alhaji Sam-Sumana. Some people say if you go come out by long patrol, you say you go na football field for go watch game. Well, yesterday you be the spokesperson for Chief Sam-Sumana, we also they serve as the interim leader and the acting person for the National Publicity Secretary. He be don't give you. Today police don't give you. At the end of the day, we just want to make common sense prevail. Now make a be access today say if the former vice president be one test in popularity in Aputoloko. And I ask again say if the former president want join APC. If you remember waiting this Lawrence Coker been say, he tell we say they are coalition for change. So for now, he is the leader for C4C, but tomorrow we don't know what thing for happen. So we just say the one them we been date radio, the one the way they now. We go just find way for make we get constructive dialogue, meaningful dialogue for the peace of Sierra Leone. So that at the end of the day, we go able for say yes, this na the Salone we want. yesterday, after the Lawrence Coker, we don't listen to all the callers then. He be send a text. Make I just go to waiting he say. He say most of the callers them for aware say Sam-Sumana get in state security removed. On the ground say he not been retired but na sack then sack him. He say so on whose kind ground where they want provide security now. He say let not forget say that particular letter day where then be right for say then they remove in state security then from him be they around all na the social media and around the globe. Say so when they talk let not forget say then be pull insecurity na yan. So why now they want provide security for them? That's not what he say. For waiting then callers then be the talk. Again, we hope say common sense go prevail. All man go act right. So that we go live at peace in Sierra Leone. Current government go doing work. Opposition go doing work. Opposition no go feel say then the Muslim no for flexi muscle. Current government no go feel say opposition they try for drag them so that the good work the way they do, people not go able to recognize them. Inside that sardine cup day we all go live together and make Salone how we want them. Tomorrow we dey talk about APC the appeal. You know say you remember then 9 MPs them. So APC don't appeal. So tomorrow we'll talk small, but appeal. We'll talk small, but I appeal tomorrow. Till we meet again tomorrow. Naso Tripoli say, Tata.